My experiences with literacy. Literacy is being able to read and write as well as being able to actually comprehend and utilize the information when need be. I started learning to read before I began kindergarten. The first books I read were Dick and Jane, which were these early reading training books that were really old. My grandma had them. Then I also read a lot of classic kids' books like Dr. Seuss. Reading was also always encouraged in my house when I was younger, and as soon as I began reading, my grandparents, my parents, everyone around me encouraged me to continue reading and get better. During elementary and intermediate school, I enjoyed reading for myself out of school a lot. I used to read a lot of Goosebumps books. I like Diary of a Wimpy Kid. There are a lot of other book series I read. But I've also always had a higher Lexile than average, and towards the end of intermediate school and beginning of middle school, I was forced to read higher level books that a lot of the time I didn't enjoy. Throughout middle and high school, I began to dislike reading. I continued to have to read higher level books that I really didn't want to. A lot of them were nonfiction, which I don't like reading nonfiction books most of the time. And a lot of the books that I did read were all from the teenage post-apocalyptic genre that was popular at the time, like the Maze Runner series, Hunger Games, Divergent. And they all felt the same, and I got burned out on reading as a whole because of how many books of the same genre I was just reading. Some of the recent books I've read I've enjoyed. One of them is Seabiscuit. We had to read in English last year, and by the end I ended up liking it. And another book that I read at home was Fear and Loathing in Las Vegas, and I think it's a good book. My goals for this year: one, I would like to begin reading regularly again and on my own time, not because I have to read something for school. And two, I also want to enjoy the books I'm reading. I don't want to read something that I don't have any interest in and it's just boring to read through. Literacy is important because literacy allows you to stay on top of current events and stay informed so that you know what's going on around you and in society. And I also think that people should step back some from social media because a lot of people get their daily reading just through social media. And I think it would be good if people stopped looking at Twitter and TikTok as much as they do.